Hey, what's up guys, Tactiholics here, and today we're shooting the Sig 225 A1. Got our good friend, Mr. Gary out here. He was generous enough to come out and freeze his fingers off with us and lend us the gun for today's video. What this is a single stack 9mm. You're gonna hold 8 rounds in a magazine plus 1 in the chamber. Double single action gun with the short reset trigger system from Sig. No safety, just a decocker. All the controls are on the left-hand side of the frame, just like any other Sig. They reintroduced this kind of, it looks like the Legion series to me. You have the 2-piece G10 grips, super textured up. The gun glues itself in your hand even with bigger hands and a smaller frame single stack gun. No accessory rail on the front, which is really nice because it just helps kind of reduce the possibility of snagging the gun, and honestly a gun this small, I don't think I'd put a flashlight on it anyways. So you have the contrast sights on top of this gun.
Yeah.
They offer it with night sights as well.
For $100 more.
Okay. So you've had the gun for what, a week now? A couple weeks, something like that?
Weeks, yeah.
Okay, and myself and Call Sign OP, who's behind the camera, got out and did a little bit of shooting yesterday. My first impressions were it's outstanding. I'm excited to load it up and go ahead and smoke check the Tac Strike Fat Boy steel target behind us. So let's load up the mags and see how it goes. So one of the things we were just talking about, we were reloading the magazines, is the grip size. It really doesn't feel as small as what it is. I think the actual width of the gun is somewhere around 1.26 inches or something, just over an inch wide. That being said, I feel like it's kind of a combination of the G10 texturing as well as just the overall ergonomics, the angle of the grip and the front strap checkering. I mean, everything kind of comes into play. Even with big hands, it works really well. This gun does have the short reset internals, and the trigger travel is incredibly short, and it's pretty crisp on the reset. The double action weight is going to come in around 10 pounds. Single action, I believe, is around 4.5 pounds, somewhere in there. But very smooth take up on double action. 10 pounds doesn't really feel like 10 pounds. It is a Sig trigger. And then the reset is real short moving. No over travel to take it up again. So once you hit that reset, you're ready to get another round out, which really lets you get some controllability and some speed with the bullets coming out of the gun. So I got a clear gun here, empty magazine. If you go ahead and just look, so we'll simulate slide lock after shooting, hit that magazine release, and the magazines get pushed out of the gun. I mean, you can hear it, you can feel it sliding out of the frame of the gun there incredibly fast. So I don't think you would ever have any problem not only risking the magazines getting caught up in there like a polymer on polymer situation. That's not something you're gonna have to worry about, but certainly by the time your secondary magazine's coming up, that first one's gonna be on the ground. This thing really spits them out fast. I like that.
So I just found out about the 225 a short time ago. I think it was introduced in November of 2015. Single stack doesn't bother me. As Cam was saying earlier, I can carry another magazine. I just wanted it slimmer. I thought about buying the 229 Extreme and thought it was a little bit fat for carrying concealed. The G10 grip kind of excited me. I've got a G10 on my 220. The aggressive checkering in the front of the grip makes it stick to the hand as well. It's got the short reset trigger. I wanted that. I just think the Sig exudes quality, and that's why I wanted it. So I'm happy.
After a day of playing with the P225 A1, I've got to say I really like it. I was definitely leaning towards the 229 Enhanced Elite. After Gary brought this out, I think my mind has pretty much changed. Capacity isn't a huge thing for me. I'll just throw an extra magazine in my pocket. The G10 grips, my hand just grips to it. It's almost like super glue. I really enjoy that. I get a really good purchase on it. It's really controllable, and something I'm going to look forward to adding to my collection for sure.
Well, there you have it, guys. Wrapping up the day out here with the 225 A1. Outstanding firearm. I wouldn't expect anything less from Sig. These guns do have a pretty heavy price point. They're going to be MSRP on Sig's site. I think they're what?
1120 with
yeah,
the contrast sights.
Yeah, and $100 more. So between, you know, 1120 and 1220, plus tax and shipping and all that. Not the cheapest gun out there. As a longtime carrier of the 229 Enhanced Elite, you know, the only thing I can really say to this to aid in the controllability is a little bit of a tang extension, or kind of like a Legion-sized beaver tail. Just another ½ inch on the back of the gun would aid in the controllability. But certainly with bigger hands, a small frame, none of us had any problem shooting this gun. And I think the added physical comfort portion of having something small like this is going to be a huge selling point. The gun's surprisingly heavy, 30.5 ounces. That's listed. The same listed. It's, you pick it up next to your 220 Extreme, and your 220 Extreme almost feels lighter. I mean, they're like real neck and neck. It's a pretty weird thing. I wouldn't call it a point to shy away from, or something that would prevent me from carrying this gun, but it's a chunky little gun. I mean, it's all metal. You're gonna have some weight on your hip, but I think all in all, nice, compact, rapid fire package. Sig did it again, and we appreciate you coming out, hanging out with us. I was happy to teach you how to shoot.
Yeah, okay.
We appreciate Gary's time and letting us borrow this Sig. So I'm gonna have call sign distract him. I'm gonna find a way to sneak out of here with this gun. Big shout out to Pitbull Tactical, the guys at Tac Strike for giving us the Fat Boy steel target behind us, and All Star Tactical. Go check out all of those companies, and they will set you up with holsters, targets, AR accessories and components and parts. And we appreciate their support. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see y'all next time, and we never quit.